Okay, let's see if this works this time. I'm very bad at this kind of thing. I'm not sure why I always try and make videos, because I actually suck at them. If I ever look down, it's because this is my iPod. This is an essential part of the first one, which is to introduce your— oh my god, what the fuck happened? This is my iPod. I just hit something on it by accident. This is an essential part of my introduction. I'm Rosemary. I'm a klutz. People call me Rose. Don't ask me why. That happened only on Tumblr. Like, I never used to be called Rose before Tumblr, and now everyone calls me Rose. And, like, also in real life, too. Somehow, magically, at the same time, people started calling me that in real life, and on Tumblr at the same time. I'm mystified. I like the word mystified. That's my introduction. Your characters and directors. Well, my main director is IA, and for probably everyone already knows, because I tend to make posts referencing all three of my characters at once. I'm Yosef Youngcook and GM. I like my characters a lot. I don't have any other directories I've been in very consistently for very long. I've occasionally made characters and other directories where I'd be like, yeah, I should have a fourth character, because I have so many fun character ideas. They go to a directory, and they don't para as much as I want them to. I have issues with their themes. I've had a bunch of other characters. I like using Eli's face, but none of my Eli characters ever pan out. I'm very sad about this. Someday I will find a use for Eli's face. I've tried doing a bunch of other things too. It just never works. Ever. I have one other character outside of IA right now, but I made them like today, so we're gonna see how this pans out. When did you start role-playing? I started role-playing technically around 7 years or so ago, but I didn't really roleplay until about like 3 or 4 years ago in anything I would consider like actual legitimate writing. And this was on forums then, and then I had some pretty awesome roleplays there because we had like insane adventures on those like OC things where we'd like have god lizards like fighting off demon armies. It was pretty hilarious. And then I ended up like casual roleplaying on chats for a really long time, went back to forums a bit, eventually ended up on Tumblr at IA, and then that's how my role-playing existence has gone, and I've just hung out here since then. What is the best thing of role-playing? My favorite thing about role-playing is that you just take your characters, because usually I'll have a very solid character concept, but I like won't know what will happen if you mix them with different kinds. But then if your role-playing is you get to like take everyone's character concepts and like see what happens with your character, and then because it's roleplay, so obviously you just talk to a lot of different people in their characters in character, and that answer may have made more sense in my head, but I think I said basically the gist. And that's my favorite thing about roleplaying, just getting to like throw your character at character types you'd never have thought of before. That's the best thing. The best people you've met on roleplays. I don't have a very solid answer for this question because a lot of the time I'm like, I hate this question type. I forget people if I try and do this. Don't make me. But one of the things that I really liked about IA is that there have been a lot of people who have gotten to be like, yay, let's be friends with, out of character, as well as just generally talking to people, which before I came to IA, I didn't really do as much unless I had known them previously. So it's much nicer this way. And that's my answer to this question. Number 6 is the ideal character you still hope to find. I really want, and I will make absolutely no reservations about it, I really want someone to join as Nana from After School in Orange Caramel, which I guess is their subunit. I only really listen to Orange Caramel, though. Anyways, that's a side point. I really want someone to join as Nana, make her an imaginary friend, and go on imaginary friend adventures with me, because people keep on joining as imaginary friends, and then, for some reason or the other, they end up leaving the directory, because we had Eljo for a while, we had Songjian, we had some other ones, and we have Namju right now, but I'm not sure if she hasn't vanished already. She was playing with Gia, not Yosa. When I was following her. But imaginary friends join, then they leave, and I'm sad, because I just want an imaginary friend buddy. We'll be friends. Oh, we had Jaehyo too. I love Jaehyo. And then we don't have that Jaehyo anymore. We have a different Jaehyo. This is really confusing because a lot of the characters who used to be imaginary friends joined again with different faces, with different races. So, my tirades about them don't make any sense anymore. But I really want more imaginary friends. Someone make me a Nana. We'll be best friends, and eat ice cream together, and frolic through the fields, and eventually also will fly off into the night. The worst kinds of characters. I have tried rephrasing this before, but there's no other way to say it except for I really hate characters who aren't consistent. This is the answer I used the last time I made this video, but I hate it when you talk to a character. And for some reason, when they talk to your character, they're totally different when they talk to any other character, and I'm like, why? Though. And it just bothers me. Your character has a personality. Why aren't you following it? Why are you just suddenly changing for me? I don't get it. Or suddenly changing for someone else. It's so confusing. I don't understand. Who is your own favorite character and why? Well, I have two for this. I haven't thought about this answer. First of all, Gia is one of my favorite characters that I've created in a long time. She is a character you really have to love to hate if you like her, because she's evil and she's ended up being a very nice balance of kind of wild card unpredictability and very calculating. I'm going to get exactly what I want and here's how I'm going to do it, like psychological warfare games with Kevin, with everyone else. So I really like the way that she ended up because she ended up being very much my original envisionment for her, which is just crazy fairy blood addict with no reservations. She started with the character trait of fairy blood addict, and I went, obviously she's going crazy. She's addicted to someone's blood, and ended up with Gia, and I'm very, amazed that she ended up the way I wanted her to be. And the other one is Yosob right now, is because I have a very clear idea of what I want to happen with this character, and I'm really looking forward to having it happen, because it is probably my favorite plot I've ever thought of. Ever. Best. And this is with me, who just plugged with mode today for the whole Gaim Gia Daesun nonsense. It's gonna be beautiful. Are your characters like you? Somewhat. Gia has Jungkook tend to pick up little character bits from me, like Jungkook likes coffee, Gia likes warm chocolate-flavored beverages, those are things I like. Jungkook's favorite flowers are wisteria, like, nonsense like that is just me saying, look, I have a personality, I don't feel like creating you your own. Or I just do it, like, someone asks me, pick a flower, I'm like, wisteria, and somehow it ends up being his favorite one because I just really like wisteria. So that's what they're all. Joseph is more like me because he started off with his personality being very similar to mine, but then he's kind of gone off in his own, direction, so we're now more different than we originally were. He used to be much more like me. Also, I can not bake. And Joseph is a baker. I contend this to be a very major character difference. I always will. Now, requests from others. Hannah asked me to justify Detective Holloway's qualification in fabulous as not prejudicial. For anyone who has no idea what I just said, maybe I'm going to argue objections for Hannah again, which she asked me to do last time as well. Which is, Your Honor, qualifying Kevin Wu in the field of fabulousness will not give any undue prejudice to his testimony in regard to the case of Jung Hyun's death, as it gives his testimony the proper weight as he is an expert in the field of fabulous. If anyone wants to know why I argued it with Kevin and Jung Hyun, it's because once Hannah ran our direct as Kevin Wu investigating the death of Jung Hyun, it kind of sucked for me because I kept on asking her the questions I was supposed to, and she kept on giving me ridiculous answers. Which made it very hard because a lot of the questions are like, oh, this guy did this. Oh, and what happened because of that? Like, no, it doesn't work if she's Kevin. Jian wanted me to egg you. Bling bling. I'm beautiful. I do perfect egg you. I can't egg you for crap. Myungsu wanted me to imitate Gia. I can't really imitate Gia that well because she talks very cutesy, and I can't talk cutesy at all. Okay. But she's supposed to be, like, very, like, bubbly and sounding and, like, really happy sounding, but she gets angry. That's my G impression. There you go. I was gonna sign move, bitch, which I will just do once, which is move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. And that's how you sing it. That's basically all I know in sign language, how to sing that one song. They also wanted me to list my top 5 IA ships. How do you pick 5? There are so many. They're all so good. I have 5 ships for every character. Are you kidding? It's just my characters. I really like Chaeso and Barman, obviously. So those are on my list because I really like them. Vinsop is also on my list because I adore the Vinsop. Boa and Gact. I really like that ship a lot. So I just kind of watch you guys. I really like their nicknames, and they were just really kind of awesome and fun. And then, oh my gosh, don't know what is my 5th ship. I really like Dayan as well. No matter how much Gia tries to destroy Dayan, I really like it. And I also really like it because now I know what's going to happen to them. Because of that, and I think it's very good. And then Shannon, in a move of true brilliance, asked me to explain a sex reference I still didn't get. I would like to ask her, rather than doing that, how she expects me to explain something I don't get. Shannon, who's Rookie's out of character, who is also my derby friend, who I can glare at. I'm gonna kick her on Monday because she said something stupid earlier today. Let's kick her at school. Does this an alarming amount where she will ask me to do something that doesn't quite make sense, and no one can tell me why. There's something very wrong with that child. She's very similar to Rookie in very strange ways. Like, mainly is that she just rants about drinks to me. I will count that as my, what the hell did you phrase as sex reference? Yeah, my sex reference I didn't understand is any of Shannon's dreams. Some of those are inappropriate. I presume. I don't actually ask her what those are. And that is my video. I'm not sure why it's almost 13 minutes long. I'm not sure why I'm wasting your time on this. I'm not sure if any of this actually made sense. I think I talked in a monotonous voice the entire video. I'm not sure why. Okay.